Do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you.
Welcome, everybody. This is Dr. Willie Jolley and my beautiful bride,
Dee.
And we are the authors of the book, Make Love, Make Money, Make It Last, 10 Secrets to Shape a Great Marriage. Hope you all have a copy. If you don't, go to jolleymarriage.com. That's where you can get your free chapter from the book, just to check it out if you want. And then if you want to get the book, we recommend you get 2 copies, one for each of you, one for you and your significant other, and y'all read it together and grow together. Okay?
Where are the Cazeras?
The Cazeras, where are they watching from today? It didn't pop up in the, where y'all watching from? Watching from somewhere. All right, people are joining us from around the country, around the world. We're waving to you and saying hello. And if you're watching live, greetings, and we're glad you're here. And if you're watching on the Jolley Marriage YouTube channel, we want to welcome you as well. You can watch that 24/7 wherever you may be around the world.
And this is our anniversary.
They're at the Gaylord National Harbor.
Oh, wow.
Ain't that something?
It's beautiful there.
Ah, yeah, that's outside of DC. So y'all are in our neck of the woods. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Well, we are excited about the fact that we are back. Some of you might have watched last week for the first time and said, hey, they're not reading our chats. They're not talking to us. They're not saying anything because we weren't here. We were in Vancouver, British Columbia last Monday night, and we were there for our friends at Assurity Insurance, where I was the keynote speaker for their conference.
Their leaders conference.
Their leaders conference, their president's club and leaders conference, and it was fabulous. We just had a fabulous time. This was an incredible group, an incredible company, and they treated everybody with just first class.
White glove treatment.
Oh, it was fantastic. So I want to shout out all the folks from Assurity Insurance, everybody, particularly Todd Reimers, and his beautiful bride, Shelley, and all of the leadership there. Jack, and
Vince.
And Vince.
His wife is Vince.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And then the CEO, Susie, and her husband, Mike. Mm-hmm. So many people. We met so many great folks.
Very, very warm.
Everybody was just wonderful. Okay.
Entrepreneurs.
Yeah. I can't get past Randy, who sells insurance. He has a liquor store. He has rental properties. He has a what's it called? Slot machines and video games and
a video game.
Parlor, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, he got all of these different entrepreneurial activities. So, entrepreneurs. Okay.
Must enjoy being an entrepreneur.
Yes. Now, this week we're doing a little different than our regular show because we're going to talk about us. Now, we ask people to send them in your issues, your questions, your concerns, your problems, your challenges, and your relationship.
It's our anniversary week.
Let me get to you. You usually send in all of that at info@williejolley.com. You can send us in, and we address them without ever calling your name because we want to keep it anonymous. Believe it or not, many people think their problem is the only one of its type, but we found.
So when they hear it, they think we're talking about them.
Yeah, but we found that a lot of people have similar.
Same issues.
The same issue. The same issue is not singular, it's plural. Mm-hmm. And so what we do is we don't talk about the person's name, we just talk about our recommendation for
what the situation is.
Right, for the situation and how best to proceed. And it has had such an impact. So if you have an issue, challenge, problem, and you want our take on it without ever saying your name, info@williejolley.com. info@WILLIEJOLLEY.com. And we will address it as time allows.
It's our anniversary.
But Miss want to get to the point, what she does in everything. When I'm trying to give context and conversation and confirmation about what we're talking about, she always want to get to the point. Well, here is the point. We are going to be celebrating this week our 39th wedding anniversary. 39 39 years.
On
And
Friday,
the 28th, June the 28th, will be 39 years.
which is really the actual day that we got married.
It is. It was a Friday.
See? We didn't think about that.
I did not.
We actually got married on a Friday.
I had not thought about the fact that this is actually the day. It was a Friday in
39 years.
1985, and I was visiting her where she was living in Hampton, Virginia. She was working, helping her father with his businesses, and
Trying to figure out who I was going to be in my next life.
And I went down to visit my friend David and his wife. Took me. They were going to Virginia Beach, and I said, "Can I catch a ride?" Because I never was there on a Friday. And they went down on Thursday night, and I was there that Friday morning. I said, "Let's go to lunch." And we went to lunch. On the way to lunch, I said, "Why don't we stop by the city hall and just learn about what it would ever take if you ever change your mind and want to marry me?" She had been telling me no for a year. And an hour later, we were married. I won't go into all the details. You got to hear the story. It'll crack you up. But anyway, we got married on June 28th, which was a Friday, 39 years ago. And 39 years later, I still got the hots for her. 39 years later, I still got the fire for her. She turns me
You're
on.
a good talker.
You turn me on. I think you're the cutest thing.
You're a good talker. Just listen right there.
Yeah, that's a good lesson. I tell her she's cute every
How
day.
she talk? How you talk?
I talk good about you.
You talk good.
I talk good. I talk right. You turn me on. You so
Make
cute.
me feel good.
Yeah.
Even though it might not be true.
No,
Okay.
it's all true. But one of the things we see that somebody had sent me today was how important it is to have not just romance, but also intimacy. Intimacy, and that's the feeling good. That's that warm feeling inside that can lead to sex and other parts of the romantic experience. But it's that feeling inside, and many people don't take time or don't realize the importance of intimacy. But that's one of the things. So what we want to do tonight is how do you keep it spicy as the years go by? And we found some people who say, "I've lost the fire. I've lost that love and feeling." I mean, we still married, but there's no excitement in our marriage. I'm not feeling spicy about our marriage. And we had somebody told us, said, "You know what? Maybe that's why I'm not married, because I lose the excitement quickly, and I lose that love and feeling, that excitement, and I'm done." I still got it. You turn me on. You cute as you can be.
He talks for a living.
And I talk good for a living. If you want me to come speak for your organization. Anyway, let's talk about what we do. What it is. What we do that keeps the fire going.
No, we have not discussed it because we come from different vantage points.
Okay. Well, explain.
I don't know what's on your list.
Well, why don't you explain what you're on your list, and I will.
You go first.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. One of the parts of keeping it spicy, you must make a point every day to tell your spouse you love them. Every day. Did I tell you I love you today? Some days I'll say that midday. Did I tell you I love you today?
I'm thinking about
And she'll say, I'm thinking about it. But say it every day. Now, let me tell you why. It doesn't just impact her. It impacts me. Because faith comes by hearing. And the more you say, the more you hear, the more you ingrain and solidify the emotion. Some days, I have not felt like it. Some days I didn't feel like being in love. She had gotten on my nerves, but I still say it, and I remind myself. I bring myself into my memory that I made a decision for richer, for poor, for better, for worse, in sickness and health. I'm here. And so I say it.
Say it whether you feel it or not.
You say it, and then you convince yourself to remind yourself, hey, There was a reason why I married this woman or this man, whatever. The woman says to the man says to the woman, whatever. However you say it to your significant other. I love you today. Did I tell you I love you today? Say it every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, and it solidifies in you and encourages her. That's my tip.
All right. So
How you like
for
that?
me,
That was good.
That's very good.
That's very good.
You do say that, and I said it too.
Yes.
I love you today, and you will say, "Oh, I love you more."
I say I love you more because I actually do.
Say it.
I actually do love her
If
more.
I say it
That's another
first.
point. I love her more, and I'm trying to prove it every day. We had a contest to see who loves who
The
most.
contest does not require money.
Nope. Doesn't require you not to spend money. It's the little things like
It's time and attention.
Like
what?
did I clean up the glass? She had a little accident. Glass was on the floor. Little vase she had.
A vase.
Walls.
A vase. There's this commercial where the dog says vase and the owner says vase. It's a vase.
Okay, so the walls.
So I broke a glass vase.
And it sat there. And then we went away and I came back and she wasn't feeling well. So she was under the weather. So
I was very thoughtful.
I went and I sat there and I cleaned it up.
You cleaned up all the glass.
All the glass.
And the vase I had for many years.
Yes, but I cleaned it up. No problem. Because I want to show you I love you more.
And that's thoughtful. Now for me, it's a toss-up. I was number one, number two, toss-up between appreciation, which I really think is first, versus humor. And I had mentioned that to you earlier about humor. You make me laugh at myself. But first, I would say appreciation. I appreciate my mate. And then you say, well, why do you say you appreciate? Because I remember pre-Willie. I remember what my life was like emotionally, as well as environmentally before Willie. So when he's gotten on my last nerve, and I do say that, and we talk about that, you know what, you're driving me crazy this evening, or whatever it is, he's always doing something outrageous. I never know what the next activity is going to be, and I will say, do we have something on the schedule for tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock or whatever? Anyway, he'll say no, and he's like, we need to do that some stuff. Okay.
I'll say, yeah, we do, and I forgot to tell you. We're going here and there, or see there.
So over the years, I've adjusted, and of course, it's easier for adjusting when you don't have the little ones in the life that you have to contend with and put to bed and everything. But I have great appreciation for the kind of life that I have that I would not have if it had not been for him. So I share that appreciation with him, that I like being with him. I like the opportunities. I like his patience. And I like his sense of humor.
Humor makes a big difference. It really does make a big difference. One of the things we write about in the book is how important it is to have humor, to laugh at ourselves. You know, I laugh at myself, stuff I do. I say, you know, that was a little crazy, but I did it anyway. I decided we just going to go on and get it done. And it was a little outrageous. And she just has to bear with me. I mean, we're going to make our way into a lounge that I don't have the card for. I'm going to talk my way in.
Here's the thing. I had to learn how to not have expressions on my face of why in the world am I here doing this? I'm worried about being embarrassed. And
no embarrassment at one point. I don't get embarrassed about it.
Okay, I'm supposed to be here, whatever it is.
And many times I get in that lounge, don't I?
Yes, dear.
All right. I might have the platinum card and I say, hey, I got the platinum card done. No, sir. Well, how about this? I pull out another card. I'm working it. Okay.
And I'm standing there.
She's working. She's there. And often they say, sir, go on in.
You wear them down. Your pleasant demeanor makes a significant difference.
Yes.
And that is a part of the culture that you created for our family.
Right.
Pleasant demeanor, not argumentative, and a warm, inviting household.
We don't have
That's
drama.
the
We have, when we're writing the book, no drama zones. No drama zone. We write about it in the book. You must make the decision. Our house is a no drama zone. We don't have drama. We just don't do it.
So we're not hollering and screaming
Nope.
at each other even when we disagree. And we
Yep.
have a lot of work.
We were in the gym Saturday, Crystal City, and the guy was talking to the front desk woman, and he said, "Well, if you don't have arguments, then you know something. What did your marriage must not be? I mean, your relationship must. You got to have arguments for it to be."
He
deal.
was advising. He was younger.
And you should
advising a younger person who was the receptionist, and I said to Willie, "He's a fool."
You said he's an idiot. That's what you said. He's an idiot because he was telling her, "Oh, you got to have some arguments and some drama."
You have to have drama in the relationship.
You have
in
to
order
make
to
it.
feel.
We both said, and I didn't hear it, but Dee reminded her kind of sick. I was talking to somebody else, and she said, "Hear what he said?" She said, "He's an idiot," and she was right, because many people have this misconception that drama, jealousy, hollering and screaming shows.
Do you know the popular song years ago? I think about now that it's this love after war, and they're divorced now. I can't even think of the name of the singer.
Yeah.
So we fight, and then we make up, and it's so sweet when we make up. Is that ridiculous?
That's somebody's philosophy. That they go from fighting to making up to fighting. Well, we don't fight. And we don't have to make up.
Mm-hmm.
We just grooving along, and it gets better and better. Okay, what other things, Miss Dee, keep the relationship spicy?
Okay, I said humor. We touched on that, right?
Yeah.
You helped me get a sense of humor, because our activities can be so unpredictable that I can't frown about everything because it just makes me look older. So I had to adjust.
Make your significant other feel significant. You got to keep doing that. Make them feel significant. We talk about that in the book. I'm telling you, all of these things. But do you have a date night? Do you have it? We talked about that last week or last time we were on live.
Okay,
all
so
right,
wait a minute. So you've got. What was your first one?
My first. You mean the night?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Oh my God.
I talked about. I don't remember what I talked about. I didn't write it down.
Okay, I said appreciation.
Yes,
that I
you did.
appreciate you.
Yes, you did.
And then I said humor is very important because you helped me to have a sense of humor.
Yes.
To make
because she was thick in the mud when I met her. Ooh, she had no sense of humor. She was straight laced.
Okay, learning together.
What we used to call L7. Okay, L7 square. She was
Okay, learning together.
She now dances and everything. Okay,
learning together, I think, makes a world of difference.
Okay, I concur.
And with that, I would say with our faith, because we've grown to think more along the lines, even though we're both Christians, the teachings that we get make
I agree.
Positive impact.
We are equally yoked.
Okay, that's the right.
All right, we are equally yoked.
Okay.
Don't be unequally yoked. We are equally yoked. We're learning together. We're worshiping together. We're getting the same messages. And one's not a donkey and one's not a horse. We are two horses, two thoroughbreds working together toward our goals and dreams.
Okay. And another one I had is to listen. Listen.
Oh, I said the first one. I said, tell each other you love each other every day.
Okay.
I remember. It took me a while. My ginkgo kicked in.
Ginkgo's kicking in.
Yeah.
Okay, then I would say listening.
We listen. We do listen to each other. We actually listen. And she said, did you hear what I said? Yeah. And I'll repeat what she said. She doesn't think I'm listening, but I listen. And she listens. Okay. And we're interested. And I listen Even when she goes down rabbit holes on finances, we'll be in a car, she'll start down a rabbit hole, and I'll just listen and drive and listen. That's where she gets excited, talking about this stock or this basis point or that basis point. She gets all excited about it, and she goes down the rabbit hole talking about finances and investments and mutual funds. And I just listen. Because she gets excited.
And you will say, every once in a while.
I say, okay. I'm still driving. I might be thinking something else, but I am listening. Go ahead, Tom.
Okay. And one of my favorites is you need to study your mate. Now, all of the listening and other things, yeah, but you need to study. Study so you can anticipate.
Yes. And I try to anticipate what you need, Tom. Okay. I.e., I know that late morning, you're up before day. I'm not up that early. She's up and out by 5. I get up around 7 or 7:30. And by the time she gets back at 9:30, 9:45, and I get in right in time for our morning meeting, then I've already made my coffee, and I'll have a little extra made for her. And then I'll bring some coffee into her, because she needed there to get her a little mid-morning boost, because she's been up all day. Thank you, Lou. Lou just said, you two are truly charming. I'm really enjoying what you say together. Love you both. Love you back.
Thank you.
Love you back. Love you back. So we are grateful for each other. We work together. We think together. We travel together. We're together, except for those 4 hours in the morning. We're together 24/7. Well, 20 hours out today. She's up at 5. She gets back at 10. I am up at 8. I get back at 10.
I don't really I get back before 10 because
I don't know what time you get back. I don't know what time you leave.
Because you're at the gym, right? But I also, while I'm out, I get back to the post office at 9. So I take care of any postal business at 9, check the box. Or if we have packages that I did not drop off the evening before, right? I drop off that morning.
And if this morning you went to the banking, because we had some money come in, take it to the bank. Now, interesting, when the man came up to me at the event in Vancouver, he said, I got your check. I said, take it to the boss. Take it to the boss. Don't give it to me. Give it to the boss. And that's what he did, didn't he?
He did.
Okay. So, study your mate. And then we talk.
And when I say study your mate, it doesn't mean you have to be in their face, but sometimes it's observation. Like I know when you got your feet up on the desk, and you're talking loud.
Or sometimes I have my feet up on the desk and I'm taking a little nap. She closes the door. I like a little midday nap. Gets me my energy going for the next 4, 5, 6 hours. So we work together with that.
And I know when he's annoyed and his nostrils are flaring.
Something
has upset
I've gotten on the phone. Somebody that said the wrong thing.
No need saying he'll tell me about it later when he's ready to talk about it. So I understand those little subtleties too.
Right. All right. What else? What else do we do? Let's keep
share
romance going. Keep it spicy.
Share your struggle.
Yeah, you gotta talk about your struggles.
Why is that? Because when you're sharing your struggles, you're being vulnerable.
Yeah.
And you're saying, no, this is what I'm struggling with. This is what is making me feel bad. This is what I'm uncomfortable with. I'd really like to try this. I think I want to go back to school, but I don't know if I want to.
And I encourage her. Okay, I say, you should do it. Go back to school, take some classes.
I'm trying to figure out how to do it and not spend any money.
Well, we're gonna make that happen. Well, and I introduced her to the president of the university because I spoke there and I said, Mr. President, my wife wants to go back to school, take some classes. He said, let's work it out. So I don't know where they are now.
I will say, I did contact the division, but they have some challenges.
They haven't worked it out detailed.
In terms of responding with details, and I have followed up. But there's a difference in the president saying this versus at the peon level, where you actually say, "Oh, here I am. Let me enroll." That's an interesting.
So that's part of our. Well, I'm encouraging her.
Yes.
Okay, to do it. Go. Dream.
He's saying, okay, you want to do this? You can do it.
Yeah, you can do it.
He's always been encouraging.
Gladys and Ron are back from their vacation. I think they went to Aruba. And glad y'all y'all back. Hope y'all had a great time. Thank you. We are grateful for the anniversary. And y'all were there when we got married. At least the full marriage. I mean, we eloped the first time. 2 years later we had. So we went out on the Friday, the 28th in 1985 for lunch, came back married. And then 2 years later, June 20th, which was a Saturday, we renewed our vows, and Ron and Gladys were there and were part of it. And their daughter was the flower girl.
Who now has children of her own.
Yes, so it shows you. So thank y'all, Gladys and Ron. Okay, what else? What else? Keep it spicy.
Okay,
Keep it spicy.
I had inspired each other with. Do you have like special names? Do you have nicknames? Do you have inside jokes or stories?
Yeah, we do. And we do it.
And sometimes we're in challenging situations or in environments where we can look at each other and know exactly what the other person is thinking.
Always.
And we can smile.
And we're walking. We always hold hands. But now that's where I want to go next. Keeping it spicy. Keep the romance alive. Hold hands. Hold hands. Hold hands. Hold hands. So we always hold hands when we're walking through the airport or walking somewhere. We're holding hands. And she will squeeze my hand. And I'll know that's something she wants me to notice. Usually it's somebody who's got something outrageous that she wants me to say. And so she'll squeeze my hand. And
we'll have an inside joke.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But you have to know each other well enough to say, okay, I know what that means.
Yeah.
I know which way I need to look.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or a little short story. I get it. I know exactly what's going on.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. Or we've been together and I study him enough to know when he is in his rant of trying to get something free.
Always negotiating.
He's always negotiating. And you know what? I shut up because I'm like, oh, here we go.
Here we go. He's about to negotiate.
Yeah, and I don't say anything because free is
I'm trying to get 13 pieces for the price of 12. I'm always negotiating. Anyway, but here's another thing. I want to get back to the holding hands, the romance. Keep the romance alive. One of the things about being spicy is tell your mate they look good. Tell them they turn you on. And tell them, oh boy, yeah.
Try to convince yourself.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm saying, off camera tonight. I'll joke. She says, I'm trying to put my list together of why I'm still here or why I got married 39 years. That's a long time. I said, I'm going to show you.
Back to a sense of humor.
I'm going to remind you, Mr. Big Star. We just laugh and we joke. My son would come in when he was living here, and it'd be, midnight, and he'd come and knock on our door and say, "Why are y'all in here giggling?" Y'all in here giggling. We'd be just laughing, giggling, talking to each other. At midnight, at night, we talk to each other and we giggle. And
if he doesn't fall asleep first, or if I don't fall asleep.
If she don't fall asleep, then I have to get up, turn off the TV.
We have a routine.
Turn off her light.
He doesn't get mad. I fall asleep with the
computer
in the bed because he's not in the bed. So he's not. Routine is doesn't come to bed when I'm coming to bed. I'm taking my computer because I'm working on an article or something, and then I fall asleep with the computer and with
glasses, computer, telephone.
CSI on the television.
One of these cop shows. FBI. No, Dog.
That's Law and Order.
Law and Order.
Right.
SVU or whatever it is.
Yeah. So you know what he does? He's so sweet. He puts everything away. This is a routine.
I put the stuff away.
He puts everything away.
I turn off the light. I turn off the TV. And so, hey, look. Thank you, Ramada Rogers Smith. on a national keynote speaker. Thank you. This is beautiful. Congratulations. Thank you. So 39 years, and we still got the hots for each other. We're still friends. We still enjoy being around each other. We like each other. We said it together. We like each other. We really do. Okay, we only got a couple more minutes. You have some things you wanted to make some.
I think that was, unless you want to go back and review. Actually, I'm a little out of it. I was going to mention June 19th. But we weren't in the country.
We weren't for Juneteenth. It went by her because we
were in Vancouver.
We were in Vancouver, so.
And then I was thinking Juneteenth.
Oh, it's coming up. She was going to say that tonight. I said Juneteenth was last week. We were out of the country. Now in Vancouver, they didn't celebrate Juneteenth.
No, they didn't.
I did know about it. I was emailing and texting people and saying Happy Juneteenth, but it was like, all right. So next year.
Yes, dear.
All right.
Yes, dear.
All right.
But we have 4th of July coming up. Oh, we have one more week before the 4th of July.
We do have another week before 4th of July. So our anniversary is this Friday, and we had to make a decision on Friday. We had to make a decision because we were going to have a party. You know, she loves the song Jerusalem that she can dance to.
It's the line. It's a line dance.
And she loves that song, and she loves the wall. And so I said, well, there's a place over in Northeast that they have a DJ, and we just invite friends over. And we were going to do that. But then our church said they were going to have their half-year prayer service on Friday nights, on this Friday night. So what did we do? Have a party or go and pray? I said,
well, that was not.
Well, we're going to pray. We're going to go pray. But you know why? Because God has been so good to us. When I think about how good God has been to me, my soul shouts hallelujah.
So what a wonderful thing to
be able to be in church praying
on our anniversary.
And thank God. That's a good thing. Yeah. And thank Him. I got a hallelujah in my spirit. And so I thank Him. I give Him grace and glory and favor. And
and that we are healthy.
Healthy. And family's
home. Healthy family.
And my granddaughter, I'll show y'all next week, sent me the nicest Father's Day gift.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to wear it next week, okay? My poppy shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
such a sweetheart.
She's my sweetie pie.
Yeah.
She's my sweet pea. This is sweetie pie, and she's sweet pea. Mia is sweet pea, and this is sweetie pie, okay? And so we want to thank y'all. We thank you for being supportive. Want to encourage everybody again to go to jolleymarriage.com, get the free chapter from the book. Watch the TED Talk if you haven't seen it, How to Never Ever Argue Again in Marriage. And if you choose to get the book, get 2 copies, one for you and one for your significant other. We don't want you to read it and then you hand it to them. We want you to read it together, grow together, discuss it together, and improve your marriage together.
Or they could just buy the workbook. I shipped out the workbook too.
Well, we recommend then get 2 books, 2 workbooks, the audio, get the bundle. And look, one lady said she spent so much money on going to the lawyer about divorce until she got our bundle, which was $149. So I could have saved a lot more money if I just got the bundle in the first place. We're doing much better. So I say, that's it. Go get the bundle. It's $149. Work through it. You know, we say chapter number 2, decide to make it last. It's a decision because love is an emotion. It changes. But marriage is a decision. Decide to make it last. Well, thank y'all. We thought we'd have this how to keep the spice even as the years go by. And we got spice.
Keeping it spicy.
Yeah, you look good.
Thank you, sweetheart.
You turn me on.
Thank you, sweetheart.
All right, so we out. All right, see y'all next week. God bless you. Have a great week on purpose. And remember, for sure, your best is yet to come.
Jolley out.
Jolley out. Here we go.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you.